A group of cyclists is demanding the Jacques-Cartier bridge bike path be open year-round. Dozens gathered at the foot of the bridge this morning. They say the issue isn't just about cycling, it's about saving the planet. Amanda Klein has more.
It was a bold move to send a strong message. One by one, demonstrators climbed the barrier and traveled across the Jacques-Cartier bridge. Something that's been illegal in the winter, and this group has been fighting against for decades.
Initially, we're just asking for the gates to be open without any work on it at all. It's safe 100%. I've been on this thing hundreds of times in the last few years, crossing in all kinds of conditions.
In the summer, 4,000 pedestrians and cyclists cross the bridge daily. People here say they would continue to use the bridge in the winter.
We all take the bike as much as we can. So typically I try to go to the kindergarten using my bicycle, but then I have to get back home and take the bus because otherwise it's just not possible to get to work in any other way. It's not efficient.
I live on the South Shore. I work downtown, and I'm training for Boston right now for the Boston Marathon. So training during winter is already difficult.
Following a study last year, the Bridge Corporation determined it couldn't safely keep the bridge open, saying the bike path is exposed to extreme weather from the St. Lawrence. It's very narrow and steep, and ice could fall from the structure.
I'd say it's an excuse, exactly. I mean, cyclists, in winter, they're not stupid people. They realize if it's a big snowstorm or ice or whatever, they're either going to take the bus or the metro.
Lambert says keeping the path closed goes against the city's plan to increase cycling and the federal government's commitment to reducing greenhouse gas emissions.
Reducing greenhouse gas emissions is a top priority of the federal government in theory. And yet, if you look on this bridge, if you're going by car, it's clean all the time, no problem. But for people who want to get around using a mode of transportation which doesn't generate so much greenhouse gas emissions, unfortunately they make it very, very difficult.
Others say keeping the bridge open will help solve a bigger issue.
I think that people are more aware than ever that we have to do something for the environment. We have to reduce our emissions.
Protesters are hopeful that this year the Bridge Corporation will finally listen, but they aren't ruling out more protests in the future. Amanda Klein, CTV News.